Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, today this is another episode of Spring Outdoor Projects that was started by Nikki, the Everyday Life of an OCDist Chick. Guys, I've had several spring outdoor projects on my to-do list, and I'm pleased to say that I have been able to accomplish a couple of them, and I would like to share them with you. The first one being this front porch area. I had so much stuff on this front porch, gardening tools, clearance plants, you name it, everything that did not belong. So the first thing I wanted to do to give my homestead a little TLC was to clean up the entry to the home. And so what I have done, guys, is I have planted a few additional plants in this area here because it gets part shade, part sun. I've added some hostas, some hardy ferns, and also a couple of hydrangeas to this area. And then on the front porch, I've added some ferns on both sides, a couple of flowering plants that love shade, some boxwoods back there in the back, and of course I've added a little decor over here. On this side I have a lamp, which is a watering can lamp. I have a couple of magazines. I love Mother Earth News. And then also over here I have a little sitting area with a nice big fern there in the back. And of course, guys, this is one thing that remains on this area here, which is, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. Live life in full bloom, and hope that all of my visitors, friends, and family always feel welcome. And then, guys, over to this side of the porch, this is something that I found at Ross, and it says, "Life takes you to unexpected places. Love brings you home." And when I saw this, I thought of my children because I have 5 children, and 4 of them live out of town. One is out of the country. So this is something that has sentimental value to me. So I love to keep this also on my porch area. But I have other projects that I would like to share with you. And the next one being my balcony. And I've had to do some repairs to the balcony and also up under the roof area of my home where it was starting to develop a hole, and then the birds and the squirrels were trying to get into it. But let's go inside and I'll take you inside and show you what I'm referring to. One of the outdoor projects that I have going on is taking care of this balcony. Some of the wood has started rotting and are getting a little spongy. So I wanted to make sure I stayed on top of that. And so all of the items, the flowers and vegetables and herbs that were located along this side of the balcony have been shifted to this side. This side has already been done, and as you can see in the different colors of the wood, where some wood has already been replaced, now the focus is on this side. And as you can see, a lot of the rotten wood is down there on the ground, and the gentleman that's helping me will be coming back today to finish the rest of the job. But then also over here, guys, I had to have this wood replaced, and up under there, birds and squirrels were trying to get into the attic of my home, so I'm taking care of that as well. So it's been a lot of spring outdoor projects needing to be done. I'm just so thankful that I'm able to get it done because you know, sometimes when you delay maintenance, you spend a whole lot more money because of more damage would have happened, when you delay getting things done. So this is one thing that I wanted to share with you, and I'll take you outside and take you to one of my gardens where I will be cleaning out the bed and adding some more plants and mulching. Hello guys, I'm out in the yard working on some more spring outdoor projects, and one of them being this flower bed here. Last year I added new flowers to this bed. Most of them were perennials, and I added a few annuals in here for just added color. And I put down cardboard, and I used the wood chips that I have here on the property to mulch. And a year later, this is what it's looking like. Grass and weeds all throughout. And I am going to get in here and clean it out. As you can see, it's a lot of poke salad, poke weed that's growing in here. I know some people eat it. I don't eat it, so I will be digging it out before it sets more seeds into this area. But as you can see, this is a lot of work, and I may do this, and it may take me 2 days, possibly 3. But I will let you know at the end of the video. But just wanted to come in here and let you see what I'm working with. And some of the things in here look like vining. There's a lot of these vines here. I don't know what it is, but all of that's got to come out. And where you see these pots, this is where I had some annuals that I just buried a little bit into the ground. But in this bed, I have hardy hibiscus, I have some irises, I have roses, I have peonies, and I'm going to add a few more things in here. I'm going to add some salvia in here as well, and I think I might add a couple of hydrangeas as well to this area, and maybe find some type of artwork or something to put in the center of the bed. So I'm going to come back later and let you see the progress after I have cleaned this bed out. Okay guys, I've got it cleaned out as much as I could. At least I can see the dirt in there. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay out my plants that I want to add to this garden area and see where I want them placed. And then after I do that, I will lay down some cardboard and mulch on top. I wanted to spray because as I was pulling the weeds, a lot of seeds were dropping. But it is so windy today that it wouldn't really be effective, and then also it would get on the plants instead of on the ground where I want to destroy the weeds. So what I'm going to do now is lay out my new plants, and of course I'm always shopping in the clearance section at Lowe's, which is how I purchase most of my plants and flowers. But here I have some salvia, and I have some of the hardy hibiscus. These are perennials for my zone. I'm in growing zone 7A, and then also I have some hydrangeas. Okay guys, this is what I have come up with in terms of placement of the flowers. I decided to put a pot in the center, and I've added my salvia, some flowers, some begonias, and also some English ivy that I propagated here on the homestead into the pot. And of course I added the gazing bulb. But I've decided against putting down the cardboard because there's so many plants in here that it would be difficult. I would be having to cut the cardboard in order to make it fit, and I'm not willing to do that, at least not today. So I'm going to use the last bit of wood chips that I have here on the homestead to get this area mulched. I've also watered everything because things were hanging over as if it was dying, so I gave it a little water. I especially wanted to water the hydrangeas and the hardy hibiscus that I just planted. But as you see here, I have everything planted out, and now the last thing for me to do is to mulch. Okay? And this little butterfly here is something that I had in another area of the garden, but I think I like it here. And when my garden girl comes home from school, I'm gonna see if she wants to paint this for me, because as you see, it's gotten a little rusty. But I have had this thing here for years. And I may go to Dollar Tree and purchase some little lights that I can put in this bed also to light it up at night. Okay guys, I'll come back and let you see when it's been mulched and everything's all painted and done. And this is the final product, guys. My grandson helped me to mulch and did a great job. And I've painted the butterfly. I went on and did it myself and just used some spray paint. But here you have it. I've also added a few daylilies in here as well. And while I have you guys' attention, I have a special request of you. If you would please go to Mary Campbell Reap the Harvest Homestead's channel, and I'm going to try to leave her channel address in the description box. But she is very close to 1,000 subscribers. But guys, if you want to enjoy watching a couple who are really doing a great job with raising chickens, goats, rabbits, horses, food forests, so many fruit trees, gardening, then that is the channel you want to watch. Mary Campbell is a beautiful person. I enjoy watching her in the garden. And guys, if you all can go over and support her, I would really appreciate it. I think she's at about 980 some odd subscribers. And I know I have more than 15 friends out there who would appreciate watching her channel and watching how they are growing on their homestead. Please go over and let her know that I sent you. And I also did a couple of other projects here on the homestead, and I'll just show you what they are looking like. This garden bed area was part of my spring outdoor projects one that I did this year. And as you can see, it's coming along beautifully, and it's been mulched as well. This is a bed of nothing but black-eyed Susans. And I think I started off with about 3 plants. And as you can see, they multiplied beautifully. And this coming fall, I'll take some more of these and pot them up to be able to sell at next year's farmer's market. But this area right here, guys, is another area that I have mulched, and I have planted some lantanas in yellow and petunias in red and purple. And I always have hanging baskets in this tree as well. And this is a crepe myrtle tree. But I have flower pots hanging in baskets here up under this tree. So I've taken care of this area. And there's one more area here. And this is where I have my tree roses. One of them died. The one over here died. But this one is doing well. But as you can see, it's leaning because of the trees up above. It's leaning towards the light. So I need to cut back some trees and try to stand it up a little straighter. But I have mulched this area, and I've planted nothing but pink begonias in this area. So I can't wait until they fill out. But that's all I have for you today, guys. I just wanted to come and share with you some of my spring outdoor projects, and then also to ask that you go over to Mary Campbell, Reap the Harvest Homestead's channel, and show her some love. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day. God bless. Bye-bye.